guys, welcome to a day in my life. Now this week is very bitty, it's very all over the place, and hopefully fingers crossed when this goes up I'm actually going to be at Boardmasters, which if you don't know what that is essentially a huge music festival in Newquay, Cornwall. I've never been before, but me and my friend Katie are going this year for the first time, so hopefully when you're watching this vlog that is where I'm gonna be. However, because that plan is like taking up the whole weekend, half of the week as well, it means that this week is very busy and a weekly vlog just wouldn't have really worked and I wouldn't have really had time. So I thought instead of like shoehorning something like that in, I'm gonna film a day in my life when I'm actually really busy with work to show you kind of like what this job actually entails, because I feel like it's so easy to watch people on YouTube and be like, oh yeah, but what do they actually do? Like, what is the behind the scenes? Like, where does the income come from? How are they like scheduling their day? What sort of routine do they even have? And I thought actually I'm gonna do that like hour by hour throughout the day in more detail than I've ever really done before and just be super honest with you guys. It is currently 9:30. You've already seen that I got up, I wrote my to-do list for the day, I had breakfast, I watched the news for a little bit, and now I've just got ready and I'm actually gonna crack on with some of the tasks that I have to do today. Like, I have a lot going on, so let's just get started. I'm basically trying to cram 5 days of work into the 3 days that I have this week. So I leave for Cornwall on Thursday and I need to get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday's work done in those 3 days. This is what the day in the life of a YouTube content creator looks like. We are down on the floor of my office. The to-do list for the day is very long. I actually did make a little head start yesterday, so basically I have quite a lot of branded work that I need to send off today. Like, really I should have done some of it on Friday. I'm a little bit behind. I was organised because last night I actually went through and in my notes on my laptop I made like, I don't want to say a script because like it's not really a script, but basically like just a load of notes for each brand that I need to film for. Basically there's only 3, but obviously like I say it's going up across like the rest of the month of August. I just need to send it like the week commencing the 8th, which is today. So the first one that I'm gonna do, I think I can probably tell you, I'm working with Jack's Flight Club over on Instagram. I'm very excited about this. Jack's Flight Club I've used for years. It's basically just a discounted flight website. They send you like incredible deals that you wouldn't find otherwise. It's very me, it's very on brand. So when they contacted me I was like, absolutely yes, of course I want to work with them. So basically what I've written down is just like 5 bullet points because I'm going to do 5 Insta stories. So rather than it being like a script, it's just so that I don't like off piece. I waffle a lot, and also they do always send over a brief where it's like, we'd love you to include this. It just makes sure I've covered all the bullet points really. Oh yeah, also the Wi-Fi isn't working today, so it's really not a good day to have like a million and one things to do because our Wi-Fi is just not properly working at all. I'm actually powering my laptop through my phone 4G, but I also don't have any 4G, so I don't really know what's going to happen with this. This could derail the entire plan for the day, but there's nothing I can really do right now. I can't show you the brief, but basically Jack's Flight Club have sent over just like a Word document or like a Google document of things that they'd like me to include, previous examples of other people that they've worked with that did a good job, that kind of thing really. I have my notes in the notes app here, and then I kind of just prop this behind the camera and then like think through what I'm going to say and make sure I've covered the bullet point. Let's go.
What for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow.
So that has been filmed. The actual filming doesn't take too long. That was like 10-15 minutes because I'd pre-planned it. This is a recent thing, guys. I actually used to just never pre-plan any of my like sponsored content. I would just kind of wing it, but it usually always ends up so much better this way because once you've like gone through what the brand are asking, it's less likely that they're gonna send it back and ask you to refilm bits and bobs. So spent about half an hour writing down notes last night, 15 minutes filming it now, and then I'm just gonna pop it into Final Cut Pro, edit it, and then hopefully be able to send it off this morning if I can do it pretty speedy. Sometimes I do still waffle and it's a lot longer than it's meant to be, so I'm like cutting stuff down a lot. Otherwise pretty good, pretty straightforward. That was a really like easy brief to follow, so that was good. So I have always used Final Cut for like the last 3 years. I just use Final Cut Pro. It is Apple's software. It looks like this, and this is what I use to edit all of my YouTube videos and actually a lot of my TikToks and my reels as well. So this is the video I filmed with Eve, which should already be up on my channel. That is currently in Final Cut, but I've just started a new file called Jack's Flight and I'm going to import all the footage into here. Don't worry guys, tidy the office is on the to-do list, so let's ignore the mess, please. Thank you. However, I'm still having major issues with the Wi-Fi, so not going too well. I'm just going to do a different thing that I can do without the internet now and hope that it's working again afterwards, because I actually need to post off all the stuff I sold on Depop last week. Basically cleared my wardrobe out, sold a load of stuff. Haven't had a chance to go to the post office yet, so I'm going to do that now, but I need to parcel everything up first, which actually surprisingly takes quite a long time. This is not usually in my day-to-day life. Like, I don't go to the post office that much, I don't run a business, I don't sell things that often, but it is something I need to do today. So yeah, although again I can't even get the addresses to load because the internet. So this is the sorting out pile. These are the clothes that are being shipped off. There's definitely like a summery colour theme going on here. Mum is actually folding them because she is a better clothes folder than me, and she's just slightly better at making things look presentable. Like, I can't wrap gifts up either, so Mum is just the person for this. But these are the things that we're posting. Quite a lot of them are like going together in little bundles, which is actually very ideal for shipping. Yeah, this is the Depop station. This and this, not the back, this and that, and this and this and that. Is that makes it easier.
It all seems so harmless. A silver line. Don't you wait.
Woo! Like I'm sat on the floor.
That seat is a lot lower down. We are in the car. We're gonna head to the post office. We've packaged everything up. There was less than we thought because basically one girl, I don't know if you're watching, if you are, thank you, bought like half my Depop shop, so it's just one parcel, so that's pretty good. It's very warm in here though. We're also gonna try a different post office today because we haven't had the best luck, have we?
The last time I went it was closed.
I think most of the post offices in this town, they don't like me because whenever I go I have a whole bag of parcels. Even though that is the job of a post office, but anyway.
My argument, exactly.
So we're gonna try a different one. And yeah, I'll let you know how this goes, but...
And then you're going to put me in a home.
And then...
Molly's just said she's going to come put me in a care home.
No,
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I was obviously joking.
Oh.
It took so long for you to get in the car
Because I've hurt my back.
because she's hurt her back, and it was just
Really
quite
bad.
funny to watch, but it's mainly also because this car is very low down. It's like sitting on the floor and Mum's there like, oh,
Like a 90-year-old. It's not funny, I've been in agony for 10 days
I know,
now.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was asking you, do you actually need some help? I've told you to go to the doctors.
That wasn't what you said.
No.
Your words were, I'm going to put you in a care home.
People will cancel me for this.
Comment down below if you think I should go in one.
Okay, I'm back from the post office. I have just had a little break for a cup of tea. But yeah, the post office was a success. The lady in there didn't hate me, so that was nice. And now I'm gonna crack on with my to-do list. I will show you how far we are. I'm gonna cover some of the other bits and bobs, just because I actually don't really know what I can and can't show, but we're working our way through. Next on my list is actually to reply to some emails that I should have probably done on Friday, and then I left because it was at the weekend. And then I also need to film another little clip for a different brand, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's a little bit later. I've actually gotten changed. Quite often I leave work like this to do it all in one day. Like, I'll set a day aside and I'll be like, right, okay, today I'm doing like a lot of sponsored content or filming like just odd bits. Quite often it is filmed on the same day, just get changed and make it look like it's not. So there's a little hack. This top's actually from In The Style. I've never really wore it, but I do think it's quite cute. Yeah, I'm gonna film my next little piece. Just sent off some emails. This is how the to-do list is doing. We're working our way through it. A lot of the ones at the bottom are not really work related. They're just other things I need to do today, like order a birthday present. Just like things that are on the list that I'll do if I have time. But obviously the priority is like this kind of thing. So I'm gonna go back to the office, film a little clip. And yeah, and then I might make a smoothie after that. We'll see what time it is, but I'm feeling a smoothie. I'm feeling like fruit. Okay guys, so we're about done with that. I didn't film it. It was the exact same as what I was doing earlier, but there was quite a lot more. Like, there was a lot more content for this one, so the script is really quite long. I hate the word script. It's really not a script because I deviate off course so much, but it's just so that I like know roughly what I'm trying to say. But I think all of that was pretty okay, hopefully. Really love this brand, so like whenever I work with them, and I have worked with them before, I always just want to like do my best. I really think that this is like a big part of my job. Like, this is when I feel like I'm working the most, because like it's not just me expecting me to do something. Like, there are actual real people at the end of an email that like expect work from me, and I think actually that's probably my favorite part of this job, because it feels like a job. And like sometimes I really like working to like a deadline, working to into a brief. Oh, I can show you this brief because the internet's working now. It wasn't just our house actually. Earlier this morning the entire internet went down across our area and it was like trending on Twitter and stuff. So that's ideal. This is kind of what a brief looks like not to go into too much depth, but it's basically like a PowerPoint including all the information you need about like the brand and the brand history, and then also like the things you should mention, the things you can't mention. Obviously when you're like doing an actual ad, there's like quite a lot of things where you can't include it, so just like saying the product names correctly, making sure that you obviously have the correct hashtags and like make sure it's declared as an ad, the call to action, those kind of things. Just a few different do's and don'ts, and then just generally it's more along the lines of like things you could mention if you wanted to. They're always pretty helpful actually. Like that is a really good overview of like how best to like get the brand messaging across but in your own tone of voice. Am I gonna edit it now? Editing for me is probably what feels like the longest slog when it comes to this job. Like I love the creating of the content, the editing of the content is less appealing, but also I couldn't even siphon it off to somebody else. I don't think, like I would hate to have a video editor because I'm so fussy, like I'm so picky in how I want it, and also like I don't really trust anybody to do it how I can do it, and I am quite a big believer in like if you want a job doing, just do it yourself. However, sometimes I do think time wise I could really benefit from an editor, but it's not really something that's on the cards just because I don't think I would like it. I would be the kind of person where I'd be like, here's all the footage, you edit it, and then they'd send me it back and I would edit it again over the top of it. Like that's just the kind of personality that I am. So it's why I never really did very well in group work at school, because like the group would have tasks to do and then I would just do all the tasks and be like, don't worry about it, I'd rather just do the whole project myself, because I'm just a perfectionist, to be honest, I think. So yeah, I really see that transferred into my job now, and I think, yeah, have always been the same. So yes, I'm gonna edit it in a minute. Maybe I'll make a smoothie now. I like rewarding myself with little treats when you do the bare minimum task, like, oh look, I've done one thing off my to-do list, let's have a snack. Here are my ingredients for this smoothie. We don't actually have too much fruit, so I'm gonna go heavy on the strawberries, a banana, an Actimel, and then a little bit of vanilla yogurt. There we go. Did you want to be in the vlog? In my day in my life when I'm busy working? Who's my main distraction? It's the dog. Just look at her though. She doesn't actually want anything to do with me, she just wants to be near my dad. This is the aftermath of this last little bit of work. Little outfit spoiler, although you've maybe already seen this on Instagram, hopefully you have. Basically I was filming a like pack with me / outfit inspiration / some of the outfits that I'm going to be taking to Boardmasters, because I'm really excited to be working with Cotton On for some content during Boardmasters. You guys know I love Cotton On, I literally rave about them all the time. So I'm so excited. This is probably the most excited I've been, sorry, to get an email. Just, yeah, this is very cute. But basically I've just been filming some stuff for that. The thing I forget about trying on clothes and doing like outfit videos, fashion videos, is just how hot it is filming with a ring light and taking like clothes on and off, on and off, on and off. Actually the aftermath isn't too bad because I have been putting it all into a packing cube, because like I genuinely am packing this to take it to Boardmasters. So yeah, this is how it looks so far. A little bit of a mess. Here's Sven. Sven is like my my little mascot. Got him in Disney. He's wherever I am. Don't go anywhere without him, although he's not going to come to Boardmasters, can't lie. He can stay here. But yeah, currently I'm just packing this like after I finished filming. And yeah, I think this top is so cute actually. I wasn't 100% sure on the colour when I ordered it. Obviously it's really hard to like tell what kind of colour it's actually going to be when you only see a photo online, and sometimes pinks like wash me out, but I'm still quite tanned right now, and actually this is a really cute shade of pink, but the detail is in the back of this top. I mean, just look at how cute this is. Food time. This is genuinely the highlight of the day. Okay, it is after tea and I have decided to come on a little walk, just a short like 45-minute walk around the town, to be honest, because I haven't left the house today. But I'm joined with Tom.
Hi. I don't know if it was a hi or just a here I am kind of thing. I'm here. He's
here. You've been at work all day, how was that?
Busy. It went quite quick though, so that's good.
We've both had really busy days.
And boring stuff, and then some fun stuff, so that's good.
That's good, yeah.
Yep.
All good stuff. Very, very busy Mondays. I feel like Monday is always the busiest day of the week. Anyway, now we've headed up to Beverley Westward just to come on a little walk. It actually looks beautiful. It's such a lovely evening. It's about 23 degrees. It's just the perfect temperature to like come on a walk and not be too hot. So yeah, I'm gonna show you. Look at this. It looks so nice. I love the Westward when it's like quiet and not filled with people, but to be fair, this side of it's usually always quiet. It's just basically a massive park. How would you describe it? It's not a park.
It's just a field, isn't it?
But it's like a massive field. It's not really a field.
Yeah.
It's a pasture.
Yeah.
But what is that?
A field. A big field with cows and lots of cow poo.
There, that's pretty much it. Anyway, we're just here to get our step count up, get some fresh air. I've sat in my office the entire day, so this is quite nice. So I've been back from that walk for quite a while. I think I got back up at 8. I continued to edit my video that I showed you earlier, so this one here, for probably about another hour, I think, until about 9 o'clock, and I'm pretty much there with it. It's almost ready to export. So like I've gone through, I've done all the bits where the camera kind of like zooms in, just to make it a bit more dynamic. I've also added like background music. I just need to go through and like add the text, so like the questions that we're answering above the video, and then maybe like cut out some of the audio where it's like more suited to not have an underlay track, that kind of thing. But otherwise I'm pretty much done. I'm actually going to finish that in the morning. It'll probably only take about half an hour to do that because the video is only 20 minutes, so like give or take it should be like a once through. And then I can't lie, I was just watching TV with my mum, and now I've come to bed. I don't know whether I'm going to do this now. I mean, it's 10:30. I could have it done by 11, but then I'm also kind of like, I've been editing and looking at the screen like on and off continuously since 8:30 this morning, so I'm like, maybe I should read. I would quite like to read. In fact, yeah, this is me committing to the fact that this is done for the night. We're done with that. So this is the book I'm reading right now. I mentioned this in my last vlog. I actually picked this up last week. It's pretty good. I'm only on like chapter 4, I think, so like can't really comment just yet, but so far so good. And then I know I just spoke about screen time, but guys, I can't lie, my guilty pleasure before bed is TikTok, although it does very quickly turn into like, oh, I'll just scroll TikTok, to, oh, I've been on TikTok for an hour. And my thing at the moment is, I don't even know how it happens, but I always end up on like comedians TikToks, and then I'm just watching like random old comedy clips from like 2012, and I'm like, why am I watching this? Why am I scrolling through this? But you know how you just get sucked into a black hole? It used to be me on YouTube. I used to watch just random YouTube videos for like half the night. Cracked down on that habit. It's turned to TikTok now, so if that's not a representation of modern social media, I don't know what is. I'm gonna read my book. I have an alarm set for 7:30. It's 10:30, and then go on TikTok. If I can be asleep before midnight, that would be incredible. This pretty much brings us to the end of this video. It is the next day. I did in fact scroll TikTok for a considerable amount of time last night. No regrets though. You find some gems on there. But I'm gonna end this video here. Hopefully you guys have found it a little bit interesting, or maybe just something different to my usual weekly vlog. So it's given a bit of an insight into kind of what this job actually entails, and just like where the hours in my day go, because I think like if I didn't do this job, I probably would also be in the mindset of like, okay, but what do you actually do? And hopefully this has kind of opened up that conversation a little bit, and you can kind of see like how it works behind the scenes in terms of like where the income comes from, where the hours go. This week has been a weird one though. Like I don't usually cram everything into one day, so I guess it is a bit of an anomaly. Usually I would be like filming stuff as well, or like just mixing it up. This was a particularly long day, but I thought it was good to kind of show all of it. If you have enjoyed it, do give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Hopefully I've been pretty active on Instagram whilst being at Boardmasters, but I'm not too sure. If you're not following me over there, it is always linked in the description down below, but I'm very excited for you to see like the festival surfer vibe content. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying that. Other than that, I shall see you in the next video I have going up on Tuesday, which is actually featuring my brother, so I'm very excited for you to see that. Bye guys!